Captain, I've confirmed the death of Ethan Winters. I wasn't able to retrieve the body, but I've recorded evidence.
Share your screen, and I'll go over the situation. My team and I were careless. Yesterday, we took down the transformed Miranda, but we didn't kill her.
Who knew she could fake being a corpse?
Since Miranda could have infected Ethan, I forcefully took him and Rose with us. But the vehicle they were riding in was attacked. When I got to the wreck, Ethan and Rose were gone. The last time I was able to contact Ethan, I heard Miranda's voice. She murdered him, and she is not gonna get away with it. God damn it, when does it end?
What's that, sir? The mission?
All of it. 3 years trying to put this thing in the ground. 3 years too long.
We'll get her, Captain. The squad's ready for you.
So BSAA got here already? They didn't waste any time?
Mission adjustment?
No, doesn't change anything. Terminate Miranda and rescue Rose. That's the mission. And failure's not an option.
Let's have some fun, people. Like old times.
Move out.
Roger.
Okay.
K9, I want to know what the hell BSAA is doing here. Find out what you can.
Roger that, I'm on it.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain. When was it last? The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
It's getting spiky. I need to turn it down a little bit. I accidentally left my volume a little too high. There we go. Just get back to it. So you're not BSA anymore because you've in this umbrella group or whatever. It's interesting hearing him refer to the BSAA as the group because I'm pretty sure that's who he was with in I think 5 and 6. I'm not sure if I'm buying the idea of Ethan being dead. It's just such an abrupt and unsatisfying death out of nowhere to make you be like, all right, now you're Chris, you know, that guy, great protagonist. And also all your progress and inventory, throw it out the window.
Hey, Alpha, look at this.
I guess we'll see.
BSAA. They've gone too far.
Whoops.
Christ.
Looks pretty rough down there.
Oh, he couldn't recover from that?
First, we're gonna have to take that thing out.
I've got your back, boss. Let's get to work.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Well, that's not good. So we're going in now, but yeah, this is after Ethan's already been killed. So he like left the area and now he's going back in. This is not a flashback.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we thought.
Oh, I've got a bullshit gun, don't I? These guys are only more easily killed than before. I mean, my own daughter can be split into 4 people, into 4 chunks, then and crystallize, and then come back alive, supposedly. I'm guessing Ethan is weirdly hard to kill too, even though he does die all the time in gameplay, supposedly.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I can take them.
Don't get cocky.
What is that? There's something big out there? It makes sense the old lady was also her.
It's all new to my seat.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go.
Oh. Maybe run in slow motion, I guess that's why. Okay, so that was that's the mansion. We're at the mansion's field. The church is up on my right. Further down. That's the side of town we're on. Oh, that's a big boy. What? Did it just die? Oh shit.
Maybe releasing infectious particulates. Keep your masks on.
Didn't expect
Oh.
to see the BSAA going so hard.
They got eyes on Miranda, too.
No worries.
Probably
Detour
something
around
needed
the
to
village.
intervene.
Ah, just overlapping subtitles. Why did I ever struggle? Why was Chris even having trouble? Look how overpowered he is.
Hey boss, it's me. I'm at the location preparing for support fire. Might be a minute.
Roger.
Tundra here. Leaving some supplies in one of the houses, Captain. Help yourself.
I have overwhelming supplies at the moment. Full on night vision. That's how overkill Chris is. Is this what they have to do to maintain the horror part? They have to keep giving us a new character to play as because their existing cast is so overhyped at this point that they're like superheroes. It's like they said, boulder punching bastard. From my perspective, it's funny because I don't give a shit about Chris. I care less about him than almost anybody else in all of Resident Evil. I only played as Jill in the first game so far, and so I just know him as the guy from the bad 5th game.
See you. 200 to the point.
He's from Bad 5 and Bad 6, and then from the not very good DLC of 7. So he's only in bad content because I haven't played his only good adventure. It's funny. I don't think there's anything else.
Never heard of a mutant my seat villainy growing so huge.
Alright, well there's a lot of them here. I'm gonna need to, probably use one of these. No. Oh, they were mapped to that, okay. Look at those synced up animations of dying. They don't even drop loot. That's the level that this is supposed to be on. It's supposed to be a total run and gun.
Hey, I got eyes on you, boss. Keep going.
BRB. There you go. Boy, there's a lot of them. How the fuck did they make so many? Wow, their heads just explode right off immediately. We were actually getting that headshot accurate, like effectiveness that you always kind of hoped for. And I mean, you don't want it. You don't really want it because these games are good partly because the headshots don't actually work. It'd be really easy otherwise. But the power fantasy we're getting right here is that the fucking headshots kill people, which they like never do. That's how hilariously overpowered Chris is. Headshots work for him only. Before I ever played Resident Evil games, I read the Resident Evil books as a kid, the novelizations, including there was one for every game and one that took place between every game, all the way up to like Code Veronica, I think. I don't remember much of them at all, but I do specifically remember that they had to contextualize the Jill and Chris's campaigns as being simultaneously canon in the first game, so it would cut back and forth, I think. And specifically, Jill would find bodies around the mansion that had just perfect headshots. And it's like, ah, it must be Chris's work. He's known for his headshots.
Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
What is that
Roger
building?
that, boss.
What is that building? Also, that's a full moon, so there's definitely going to be a big werewolf boss fight or something.
All right.
That is a full ass. I can't see it right now, but
Reloading now. Just a
I'm stuck with my night vision right now.
There's a swarm headed that way.
Oh boy. Hey everybody. Just come over here. Did I get all of them? Oh my god. Is it that might not be a full moon actually. It's almost a full moon. Again, okay. Come on guys. Just come on over. It's one of you pull out a bow and ruin my perfect kill. They really do keep coming out in waves.
Mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, you.
Bioweapons. You're right, Captain. They must be after the Megamycete too.
Another hit.
Why did I have to mark it again? It didn't move, guys. Just shoot it again. What? Oh. Do I have a rocket launcher? Or like a grenade launcher in this gun or something? No. Oh. That's a lot of armored boys. There it goes. You can trap yourself pretty quickly here. Ow. Just punched him off.
How many are there? Everyone okay?
They're coming from the mold.
Damn it, these things are.
Oh shit.
Sure, thinking the same about you.
I'm a bit trapped in here. Kind of non-ideal. What? Why don't I have... I clicked on equip. I just want to throw a goddamn grenade.
Bioweapon numbers are increasing. Finish them quick.
Quickly.
From the mountains, east side.
I'm nearby.
I've got to strafe around the arrows.
Take that!
Good. Megamycete must be below.
They said that Ethan's going to be in the Megamycete's memory. I'm starting to think that's why there's so many goddamn lichens.
The Megamycete is underground.
I'm on my way.
I think the mold creates the lichens from scratch. I don't think those are infected villagers. Oh shit, there's an explodable barrel there. I missed that. That would have helped. I don't think that it's I don't think that, like, it doesn't make sense. There's too many people. There can't be that many villagers. I think that the Megamycete is creating that, they're recreating the same ones over and over again, which is an in-universe explanation for why they keep looking the same as each other. Like, there's only a few versions of them too. Oh, these spots would have been great. Actually, I did poorly. But I think that's what's going on there. In which case, I think it's going to bring... I think it's going to end up bringing back Ethan. I don't think it necessarily thinks or cares, so I think it's going to end up bringing him back. Kind of like just on accident. Because I don't think it necessarily entirely works for Miranda. It would be weird if he was actually dead.
I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
This is the real source. The baker's thing just kind of got there somehow. I'm not sure what the pistol's for when I have this much of a bullshit gun. I have more ammo than I started this mission with. Holy shit. Hello, combat arena. Pretty sure a dude's gonna come out of that. I think I can even see his limbs. He has a giant spike ball. Ah, they just gave it away. The camera auto locks onto him when you aim. Yeah. Oh, it brought back the big boy. Shit, it brought back big boy. Okay, so...
I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're underground.
No. Okay, so as far as I can tell, I can't use the thingy yet. That guy might burrow his way down here. Ah, shit. It's such a small area to try to deal with.
I'm overhead, boss.
Good. I'll signal with the locator.
Oh, fuck.
Break.
Thanks for standing still for a while, buddy. Best friend.
Reloading now. Just a minute.
How did I not dodge? I ran.
Reloading. Emergency soon. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready
Now,
when you are.
I'm not really sure how to play this part well. It's such a tiny arena. I don't really take much damage from him though, as far as I can tell.
Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
He seems more armored somehow.
I'm reloading. Where should I put
Oh, he's dead.
I'll keep
Oh,
going.
okay.
The rest of you stay above ground.
I'm picking up loot items? What am I gonna meet the merchant next? Or is Ethan gonna take my inventory somehow? What does that mean?
So if Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one?
I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan.
Yeah, it would be weird if Mia was
found
still
it.
alive.
It's the Megamycete.
Wow, it just actually looks like the pictures. Okay. Pull out the thingy. Nope.
Alpha to squad. I've located the Megamycete.
So now we can end this mess after all.
About damn time. N2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going in.
Roger that. Standing by. Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah.
People are just calling it out. They're just calling out Chris on his bullshit. His plan was so bad. Why did he bring Ethan here unconscious without any briefing? I would have I know you would have wanted to be okay, lock him in a jail cell somewhere. Don't bring him to the person who wants him. Oh, it's got the crest on him. Salvatore Moreau. Caddo affinity low. Brain functions surprisingly low. Wow. The Caddo has caused drastic changes to internal organs, transforming them into organs similar to fish-like gills and a swim bladder. Another subject with a regular cell division caused him to transform into a giant fish. The subject is unable to control this transformation. Too many defects, an unfit vessel for Eva. But Ava's the daughter, right? Not Evelyn, but her daughter? Trying to find a replacement. Dimitrescu? Alcina Dimitrescu. Most favorable Caddo of affinity, brain function normal. Regeneration rate is incredibly fast. The subject can heal any external wound within seconds and grow her nails into claws in mere moments. Oh, those were real? I thought that was just like a fun weapon she had. They're like a weird color, I thought, so it didn't seem like they were her real nails. Probably because they were all black, like they were like painted black, but like how they wouldn't grow black. With maybe they do. Rapid regeneration also means an increased body size. Note, due to hereditary blood disease, the subject must ingest human flesh and blood on a regular basis to maintain regenerative properties. What? That's their vampire explanation? I suspect that if the subject's regeneration is not properly balanced, then she may mutate uncontrollably. An unfit vessel for Ava. Well, she was right, because she turned into a crazy monster. That got out of hand real quick. This could be anyone. The one that covered in gears and stuff? Subject, Carl Heisenberg. Caddo affinity, incredibly favorable. Brain functions normal. Has electric organs similar to the electric ray. Narc japonica. These electric organs are connected to the subject's nervous system. Can therefore pass and control electricity through the entire body, allowing control of magnetic fields, which is used to move metal. Splendid specimen, but an unfit vessel for Eva. So he's just great, no flaws, but a dude, I guess, is the problem? Oh. Donna Beneviento. Caddo affinity favorable. Brain functions normal, although severe mental illness. Physically, she is no different from a regular human. However, she can secrete a signal-producing substance which controls plants infected by the mutamycete. When humans absorb the pollen from this particular flower, she can cause them to have hallucinations. However, she is mentally underdeveloped, and it has divided her Caddo among her dolls in order to control them from a distance. An unfit vessel from Eva. She started making all of the dolls part of her body. Then we killed her through that. The Caddo itself looks...
So they're using this to control the bioweapons.
It even looks like the Megamycete, just smaller. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. I would love nothing more than to visit your quaint village once more, however I am incredibly busy. Then again, I suppose for an immortal woman such as yourself, you no longer remember this poor half-dead medical student in the snow. I have always cherished the revelations I came to 15 years ago when I stayed in your village. I was inspired by your research to think one could transform a human by infecting them with an organism. Positively visionary. I knew that with that knowledge I could achieve my own vision for the next step of human evolution. Even after 2 world wars and humanity on the cusp of another, my conviction never wavered. I realized, however, through the many nights of intellectual talks you and I shared, that your conviction differed from mine. You hope to bring back a single dead person, while I aim to change the world. Your experiments on the mold would not have aided me in my endeavor to achieve an exponential infection. I thought a virus would be more effective. This is why, my dear, I had to leave you. I still regret never telling you goodbye. I'm going to turn the page, and I'm guessing that this person's last name is Spencer. There we go. Okay. My apologies for reminiscing. I actually have news that I thought might... People accuse me of not fucking paying attention to the stories. Hello. I actually have news that I thought might please you. I have found the key to evolution. The progenitor, a virus found in Africa. They're trying to combine all of the narrative threads together because he's the creator of the Spencer Mansion and he's behind all the virusy shit and he's probably, I'm pretty sure he's an ex-Nazi or some other bullshit like that. And he's also involved in what happened in Resident Evil 5 in Africa, and he also was directly inspired, apparently, by Miranda. So Miranda's kind of like the OG villain of the entire Resident Evil franchise in that way, so because that's what you do when you make sequels. You keep going, you gotta keep making the person important. So it's like, aha, they've been here since the beginning. Halo 4 bullshit. I'm not really bothered by the Miranda stuff, but I've seen much worse versions of this. I have found the key to evolution, the progenitor, a virus found in Africa. I plan to start a company with friends and colleagues dedicated to the virus research. I will call it Umbrella, just like the symbol in the cave that we spoke about. He was inspired by something in this cave? There just already was this was the original Umbrella that the company's based on, not the other way around? That's silly. That's a bit silly. That's a bit little Han Solo. I am one step closer to making my vision a reality. I hope you will be able to achieve your goal someday too. You taught me so much, and for that I will be forever in your debt. Sincerely, your lifelong student, Oswell E. Spencer. That was kind of a stupid nut document, honestly, but I mean, it's Resident Evil. This is a silly franchise.
Spencer. Here. No way.
There he is, the piece of shit that's been behind all this bullshit. There he is. It's a freaky picture. Oh! I thought it was a skull, and that was the eye, and this was like the mouth, but that's the neck and the cranium. No, that's fish person. That's their face over there. I missed that detail at first. A whole lot of the narrative is kind of her fault. What? These look weird. Oh, these are scrolls, I think. I think they're supposed to be scrolls. I thought it was firewood at first glance, and then I thought they were rugs, but I think they're supposed to be scrolls, but they're just... You know, you're not supposed to look very close at them, I guess. How do you even organize these? I'm still not entirely sure. Are these scrolls, or is this wood? That looks like it's telescoping out. Yeah, that's definitely rolled up, but it looks like a carpet or a rug, not a... They're just really low detail, I guess. Not supposed to look that close at that one. Is this the dude? What is that? I thought it was the fish guy at first, like he got cut up and inspected. This is the growth of one of these things, I guess. That's her baby, huh? That's the fertilizing of a fetus, or fertilizing of an egg to and growing into a fetus. There's your baby. That's what you looked like when you were human, huh? Your daughter. Wait, so was her daughter just Evelyn? Her daughter was yeah. Look at her. So she's Evelyn's mother, but Evelyn had the problem of aging rapidly, right? That was part of her problem. And so she's trying to find a replacement host in the form of my daughter. I should have recognized that Evelyn was her daughter sooner. Right, that's what they mean by Eva, obviously. I just haven't been thinking about Evelyn very actively because she's not in this game. Her name's not just actively floating in my mind. Yep, there she is. Why does his head look like that? Look at the guy on the right. What's up with his head? It's not because the thing's crinkled, I don't think. I can't get it at an angle where it doesn't do that. I can't make it stop. It always looks weird. Oh, there's a crease right. Okay, there's a crease right there. I found it. Yeah. My Eva. It has been 100 years since I lost you to the Spanish flu. I was so the Evelyn we met was another attempt at her, I guess. I was so powerless back then. But now I can bring you back to life from the Megamycete. I had to test your new vessel's regenerative abilities. I took her apart and revived her in the Megamycete regulator, the giant's chalice. All that is left is to merge her with the Megamycete. The ceremony can finally begin. After I lost you, I was so stricken with grief that I wandered into a cave to die. I so wanted to be with you again, and that's when I found it, the Megamycete, completely by accident. When I touched the black substance, my mind was overcome with knowledge. The Megamycete breaks down and absorbs the consciousness of those who have perished. I knew that if your consciousness was there, it was there too, that would be the way to bring you back. I just needed the right vessel. When I returned to the village, I implanted the villagers with mold from the Megamycete. That way I could control them, experiment on them. I have experimented on hundreds of people just to find you the perfect vessel. I even tried to increase the efficiency of finding a vessel by creating a parasite called Kado. Yet none of my experiments came to fruition. There were some, like Alcina, who were close to being perfect, but most turned into lichens. I was once approached by an organization who said that they would assist me. I gave them some of the mold in your DNA. But all they created was another defect, Evelyn. Then again, not a complete failure. I learned of Rose thanks to them, and I knew she'd be the perfect vessel. There was some interference, but I was able to verify her suitability. Now my research is finally complete. Eva, I have waited too long to see you again. So all this happened because somebody died of the Spanish flu. And the grieving mother found a nightmare creature. So that also means the Megamycete just already existed. Nobody created the Megamycete in a lab or anything. Which is a surprise? That's not usually how any of this goes.
Show me your hands! Umbrise, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you saved me. Why are you here?
I was caught in Houston experiments.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait! You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it! You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything! And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is gone. I couldn't save him, but I can save Rose.
They moved here, so that they didn't live in the US?
Come on. It's not safe here after all.
Did we ever know that?
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... you don't understand how special he is.
Yeah, there was no way Ethan was dead. That was such an abrupt, unsatisfying death out of nowhere. He's just gonna grow his fucking heart back, apparently.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, this isn't real.
Someone there?
I don't think this is real.
It's cold.
Though he is cold. That might just be because his heart's gone. But I think this is a fake space. Because his fingers are back.
How did I get here? God, it's freezing. This shit in my body.
Granted, if I'm gonna believe he can regrow his heart, I can also believe he'd regrow his fingers at this point. Unless he's just gonna come back out of the Megamycete again from scratch.
So
here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... No. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong! It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
What are you saying? I can still...
See? Miranda didn't kill you. You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember.
Welcome to the family, son.
3 years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack. You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! Then what am I? I did all that. Rose. Mia.
Now do you get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold. You can't ever see your family again.
Family. No. Rose. I have to save my daughter.
You're already dead. Dead.
What does being dead even mean if you still walk around and think and apparently can have a baby?
I will save Rose!
That means Mia canonically had sex with a mold creature. It was just an Ethan-shaped one, but... That's a lot. I'll save you no matter what.
At last, he awakes.
Where am I?
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see, but to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We should arrive shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that. We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I have to be. I gotta go.
What do I look like now? What's going on with me? So we did acknowledge that he's just confusing. Like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? We just opened the acknowledging that like something is just up with this deal. Complex mechanical heart, giant crystal. Okay, so Crystal Heisenberg. But I did get to keep the items that Chris got too, somehow. Valuable.
Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it.
I've missed an entire place where you could get, holy shit, you get a lot of upgrades eventually. Man, I should have kept all my money from not spent it on any of the stuff that was, like, more optional. Long barrel for the V61. Still more upgrades right up to the end, huh?
This may be our last meeting. Be sure you have all you need. One moment, please.
Yeah, I figured. One more upgrade, please. And I might as well get the value I can out of this Magnum. I'm a bit behind on these.
Please.
40 grand for that one. Reload speed wouldn't hurt.
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
Let's maybe just assume this is the end.
I see. Anything else? Please, be well.
I am gonna try. Got lots of inventory space. Oh, hello. There's even a bit more supplies here. All the other doors are sealed. This is where his carriage used to be. He moved a bit. That was maybe a bit unnecessary. I guess it's so I could come out the side of it, because there wasn't room before. Please, be well. Okay. Let's go get ripped apart a few dozen more times, you know, out of habit. Can I finally open this? Seems conspicuous that it's right here, available at the end. But it's gone. Okay. Wasn't there an exit here? Maybe maybe it wasn't there. Maybe it's just on the other side, it's just like that. Only 2 flame shots.
Out of my way.
Not gonna drop anything. Alright, well, screw you guys if you don't have loot. You're not worth shooting.
I gotta keep going.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter, come to me. Ava, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What? My power is leaving me!
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Give Rose to me. Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly, everything.
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment. And you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled! Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
Oh.
You fulfilled
Monster
your
mode.
purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycelium. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully.
Get away!
You understand the love of a parent and child. How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
Ow.
You won't interfere. This is...
Got her. Woo! I think I blocked for once.
The Megamycelium saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Feel the Dark God's wrath!
I don't think she liked that. She may not have been a fan of that move.
Now, Mr. Winters.
Oh, there she
I
is.
think it's time you left things in my house. Go on, rest now.
Being a little hard to see.
I will take back my daughter! Die, 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 die. I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. But this is the end for you. If I combine Rose with a Megamycelium, my daughter will be made manifest at last. I've waited a century, all for this day. Such vitality.
Ow.
Why do you interfere?
Ow.
So close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter, you psycho!
I will not let him or anyone else take Rose or my daughter from me.
She'll walk into them eventually, damn it. Ow. I missed my chance to do something.
Don't resist. I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not? Those foreigners.
Is she not hitting any of them somehow?
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're incapable of real love.
I don't think she detonates mines. It's kind of a dick move.
I will see my hopes. I must. You still stuck.
Now.
Here I come. This is how you end Ethan Winters. To ensure I
Okay, it's probably a good time for this guy.
never see your face, I will feed.
Super gun. Shot your eye. I don't think I had this many bullets.
My daughter! My Ava!
Rose! Shh. Shh. It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
You should probably put her down.
Ethan! Ethan! Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up. Oh, no.
Chris.
Ethan. You did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan. We gotta move. Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia. I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan.
It's a nice moment, but how do you know when it's safe to detonate the bomb? How do you know when your own daughter's not in range? I think Chris was a better judge of that. And then Chris died in a horrible explosion. And Mia. Oh, none of them are far enough away yet.
Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go. Not without my husband.
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ.
So much for the entire purpose of BSAA being to fight bioweapons. In Resident Evil 9, you play as the baby.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more, in turn, is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Hello, my tears. Because of you, I am who I am. Hello, sorrow. Because of you, I am who because of you, I am who hello, sorrow. Because of you, I
So the storybook paralleled the events of the game to almost bizarre specificity. A girl that meets 4 creatures in the woods. A bat, which is Dimitrescu. A weaver, which was the doll Benevento. The fish, which was the fish. That one's like 1-to-1, obvious. Then a mechanical steed. So Heisenberg. Then is trapped inside of Crystal and saved by her parents, one of which stays behind while the other one escapes. Yeah, that's very specific. Which is, it's not unusual to tell a little story that kind of has a lesson in it or has some kind of parallel to the actual larger story that it's contained within. It's weirder that it was diegetic, like it was in universe, like Mia read the story to her daughter. It's not weird if she reads that story after the game to her daughter. It's the story of like the bad times before, to contextualize the weird random traumatic memories that baby might have or something. But she read it to her before the game started, which makes it way weirder that she just happened to have a story that matched up so well, but oh well. So that was Resident Evil 8. It's weird. It's very weird. It's not bad. I definitely was poking at it a lot, and there was definitely some, like, I definitely have issues with some of the stuff, which I pointed out throughout the way, but to be clear, they're not like, that doesn't make the game overall bad. I don't necessarily love the average enemies. I got tired of fighting the zombie people, like the crypt skelly boys that kind of just like stumble around, and I got really tired of the people that you have to shoot the weak spot of in the final chapter, just because it's just, I don't know, something was just so repetitive about that specific setup. It is kind of more fun when you have the freedom to just kind of like shoot them however you want, so you can play around with it a little bit more and lay your traps or try to line up your shot with multiple of them, or I don't know. Like, as far as, like, big combat sections, I think the highlight was probably the lichens chasing me around that room that I called the Doom Arena. That I said looked like the level design of Doom.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like a kid.
It does. But if...
Who are you? They let you think it's Rose for just a second, then you realize Rose is on the bus with Mia. A grave at Ethan Winters.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed. Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
So Chris is gonna live at least that long, apparently.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
I want you to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
Sick of your shit.
I know.
What did I see? Was that not Mia? I thought that was Mia with her daughter. Maybe it was her having a memory of Mia raising her, but it looked too much like they were just physically on the same bus. So I was like, what's this mysterious character that's near Mia? Like, how they're gonna pass it off to a new character. It feels like they're setting up Rose being the protagonist of the next game, which would be unusual because I thought these games usually take place in the year that they're set in. The father's story is now done. I thought these games usually take place in current year, basically, which is why it's been 3 years since the last game, both in real life and the game. But no, because I mean, unless they're going to take that long to make the next game, it seems like they're setting up her to be the protagonist of the next game, and she's definitely at least a teenager or in her 20s. Do I click? Completion time 11 hours, difficulty standard. A new difficulty is available, Village of Shadows. Extra content and other stuff. Completion points and things. Oh my god, this is so much stuff. Village of Shadows full version. Oh, because they cut it off early because they didn't want to spoil the ending of the game. You can now set the following weapon in the extra content. WCX. Not liking this. Overwrite as completed data. Okay, save. That click was weird. Is it going to be a new start screen? Nope. Same scarecrow. Let's see the bonuses. So yeah, I assume she was just having a memory of her mother reading her stories while she was herself seemingly holding... Well, she was holding the story from the beginning of the story of the game, but they were holding a book called Journey, which is something else. Something colorful, and they're having a fun little conversation. It's endearing. The cutscenes are really good in these games at this point. Extra content shop. I'm so poisoned at this point that I read extra content shop and thought, oh, cool. Fucking microtransactions. But no, it's an actual in-game shop to like unlock features and stuff. There's the mercenaries mode. I probably won't actually play it, but it'd be weird to buy anything besides the entire game mode first. Infinite ammo. I'm sorry, how long does this go for? Oh, this is just so you can look at the character models and stuff. Yeah, they're 100 each. There's so many monsters. Doria Strider. Bunch of different Mirandas that they switch through. Yep, grown-up Rosemary Winters of unknown age or whatever. And a bunch of guns if you're boring. No enemy dogs in this game, I realized. There's usually a lot of enemy dogs in these games. They usually come up. Let's see. Let's take a look at the baby. Mutated Dimitrescu. I want to look at the baby, and I want to look at Varkolak, apparently. What was their deals? Oh my god, this is a long menu. They could have oh wait, the top is categories. Okay, you can sort by categories. Because I was gonna say this is a lot to have all in one menu. Was that like a special knife? Dragoon? Is that what? That might be what Chris was using. So many guns. Oh, concept art. Just a bunch of people standing around. I want to see the monsters. Giving us a tiny preview. I want to see the monsters. Mutated Dimitrescu. We've already seen the in-game models, obviously. I want to see this concept art. Mutated Maru. Mutated Heisenberg does not interest me. It's just a bunch of mechanical parts. Yeah, and the picture book stuff. Okay, that's it. So it's a lot of concept art. That goes for a while. How do I actually look at these? And then ZC is change art, hide HUD is control. Okay. So there's your werewolf of the game, more or less. We got the elongated fingers. He's got like a really long, terrifying... His mouth is like dog length, like cheek to cheek and all that, but it's a creepy like human teeth. It's still like a human face warped into like a nightmare. A lot going on there. That is some janky, that's kind of janky looking concept art a little bit. The something about the hair and the mustache looks like it was photoshopped onto a different drawing or something. I don't know. Obviously they're kind of rushed things, so that might just come out looking weird. That's the Dimitrescu concept art. That's some pretty quickly put together stuff. The baby was just a lot. And there's Moreau. I should really see or read or whatever Island of Dr. Moreau, because that's probably what they're going with here. I don't know much about it. That's the super version of him, the mutated, revived version, I guess. He came back, covered in armor and shit. There's the bat. Bites their own wing. The weaver even looks kind of like a doll and so on. And then the fish. That one's pretty self-explanatory. The steampunk horse. And the witch. All the boss fights, or the main ones, were spelled out by the intro story in a way. Not explicitly, it wasn't a mechanical horse exactly. Terrifying baby. So that was neat. There was Resident Evil 8. I got a little cut off by the ending video coming up, and I was waiting for this song to play out and so on. I don't like to talk over vocals, it's distracting to me. No, I had a good time. It's a fun shooter with like visuals that are fun to see, and I wanted to see where the narrative was going and all the monster designs and just kind of that kind of stuff. It's interesting to see that the internet was losing their shit over Lady Dimitrescu, and she's the first boss, and she's gone within like the first third or fourth of the game, and then that's it. She never comes back. Time to deal with all the other characters. I almost could have had one of them come back more, maybe like a proper game spanning villain. Maybe that's what Urs was supposed to be, the bear wolf guy, but he's like barely in there. It's kind of cool how Jack came back periodically, also like Kuze from Yakuza 0. It kind of pays to have a reoccurring villain that it just has this grudge with you and keeps getting, and the fights keep morphing and morphing in various ways. Connects the whole thing to be more have a through line to it instead of just being a series of episodes where you fight one isolated enemy and then move on to the next one, which kind of is what this is. It has that kind of like modern AAA exploration based secret hunting that is satisfying, much like God of War's reboot, but it's not like it's not exactly the classic Resident Evil model where it's that kind of like borderline Metroidvania, like trying to open up this environment, but it's also unlike Metroidvanias where you either fight the same enemies over and over again, or you even get so powerful that the old enemies become trivial. That mansion or whatever gets more dangerous over time in Resident Evil in often cases, and keeps layering on more and more baddies while you're also trying to like keep using your map knowledge to like make calculated choices. You don't have to make calculated choices. The closest you do is you make choices on your equipment, like what to upgrade. But the money goes up exponentially, and they keep giving you new guns that are stronger than your fully upgraded guns, along with giant piles of even more money. So you almost feel like you wasted your money upgrading the previous guns in a way. But also that ramping up means that it doesn't matter how well you managed your resources for the previous gun, because here's a new one that replaces it completely. And you also never make a single inventory choice, really, because there aren't safe rooms with stashes. So you're not like, oh god, Mr. X is out there somewhere, and there's a loud motorcycle. Everyone who has a motorcycle, I hate you, and everyone hates you. You're a scourge on humanity, and no one likes you. You did this to yourself. Honestly, it's voluntary. It's okay to be mad at you. There's no safe rooms. Resident Evil's better with safe rooms. It just is. It just really is. It's better when there's safe rooms and the safe room music plays, that theme, and there's a typewriter and a stash, and you make choices of what to take with you and what not to take with you, and items that open doors also take up inventory space, so you have to make these calculated choices, and every time you get anything that increases your inventory space at all, you're like, oh my god, I loved you. I could have missed that? Oh my god. Yes, finally, a belt. Like, you're so happy to find a fucking fanny pack that gives you 2 more inventory squares or something because of how vital that inventory is and how limited it is. That stuff's great. Mr. X is out there somewhere, or some other villain, or not even necessarily a stalking villain, but just monsters are around in general. You don't have enough ammo or resources to kill all of them, and So you just there's like certain ones that you dodge past, certain enemies that you're terrified to fight at all, like lickers, and you're trying to pick your paths on the map, thinking about what keys you think you can down that route, and leaving certain slots in your inventory open because you want, like, the more empty your inventory is, the more stuff you can grab and bring back from your haul. Like, there's a really satisfying and nail-biting and engaging loop in some of the early Resident Evil games, and 7 recreated some of that, and while still being kind of still pushing in this direction, and 8 just didn't bother. They didn't want to. I've seen Leon's inventory before in Resident Evil 4. This was Leon's inventory from Resident Evil 4. This is I don't know if there's safe rooms in Resident Evil 4 in that way or not, but I get the feeling there's not. I get the feeling that was the beginning of when they started kind of fucking up the franchise. Not that 4 was bad specifically, because people seem to love it, but the things that they did in 4 became what they did in 5 and 6, where by the time you get to 5, your inventory barely matters. You just grab what you want and run and gun down hallways, and you never double back to any previous location. You're always moving forward, and it's just a hallway game. And 6 is the same way, but there's just, like, basically not an inventory. There's like a weird D-pad menu, and that's like so far from the core of the series. And that by then, like, 6 was just an incoherent game for this franchise. And so this is like an alternate timeline better sequel to 4, basically, is my takeaway, still having to guess at how 4 plays because I still haven't played it. But it's like there's elements in here that would become 5, but they're just so much better here, like the gameplay and the narrative and the theming and like the enemy characterization. Like the enemies were the bosses, all the characters and enemies were so stupid in 5. Wesker is stupid. All of those random, like, family members or whatever that were mad at you and then turned into giant monsters in 5, they were stupid. The plot twist with Jill was stupid. Everything was so stupid, and not in the fun way, because, like, Resident Evil is stupid when it's good also, but in fun ways. 5 was just really stupid. It was just so dumb and just annoying. 5 and 6 for the most part, from their gameplay and their narrative and so on. And so, like, this, it's not the type of Resident Evil I would ask for, generally speaking, but it is like the best form of the type of Resident Evil that we kind of thought would never be good, basically. Like, they made multiple bad games in this style, and then they made a good one out of nowhere. Why they chose to redeem the franchise with why they chose to redeem the franchise with 7 and then go right back into the thing that was what caused the problem in the first place was odd, but okay. In the meantime, they made the remakes of 2 and 3, and those were, like, great. And, like, and in particular, 2 is, like, so much of what I want from playing these games. I would think it's pretty clear, like, this game is good, but above it, I would put the remakes of Resident Evil 1 and 2 and Resident Evil 7. I think I would say those are still better, or more specifically what I want. This guy's a nasty boy. But Resident Evil 2 is incredible. Look what you look like in game. Is your hair growing over? No, it's not. For a second, I thought his hair was growing over his pants, and I was, like, confused. So they don't grow tails or anything. They are very much... These are superhuman werewolves. Like, he just has human traits. Look at that cool fucking face. That big, nasty mouth. He's a nasty boy. And he's got, like, the extended nose, because his face just grew outward into a wolf shape. His mouth's a nightmare maw of, like, ripped flesh as it just kept growing wider. That's a pretty fucked up cool design. And you got the one eye that would usually pierce through, and it's kind of glowing, so it, like, you'd see it poking through, and that was always really cool looking. This is a pretty fun wolf design. That's a pretty fun one. You don't get to see a lot of werewolves in video games, especially anymore. Once I get any more involved in being like a Castlevania enemy that's on the screen for 2 seconds. I appreciate. All right, well, that was that. See you guys next time, and we'll see if DLC comes out for this one like it did for the last one. But if not, I've still got Code Veronica and 0 and 4 and probably Revelations to play. We did a Revelation series on sad games, but Andrew lost the footage for the finale, and I don't remember the game that well anyway anymore. It's probably been like 8 years or some shit like that. So I'd probably just do a new series on it at this point, rather than, because I don't like how it's incomplete. And I also, we're probably a bit unfair to it because we were doing it together in our sad games blah 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 kind of way in like 2013. Probably just talking mad shit, and I didn't even know what to like about Resident Evil yet, because when I played Revelations, I'd only ever played 6, which was bad. So now I like Resident Evil, so Revelations would probably be a different experience, but that might be the last. I don't know. I can't even say a priority order for those 4 games. I could play them in any order. See you next time. None of them are next.